Impulse started in 1990, and now our primary product is what's called overhead hardware. We supply all the hardware to support the wires up in the air that supply power to streetcars, electric trains, electric trolley buses. Well, our first business software was DOS-based. It was by a relatively small company with limited resources.
A lot of times you would punch in what you wanted to get out of the report, and then basically you had to walk away from your computer because depending on what you wanted out of the report, it would just basically bog the system down.
Different departments were not linked together, and so there was a lot of manual financial bookkeeping involved.
The largest challenge for Impulse was that they were running on a very antiquated system. They also had several systems that they were running internally, very fractured, disassociated type systems. One for quoting, one for doing their engineering bills of materials, one for financial. So what we're able to do with MAS 500 is put that all into one database where they could do their quoting, their production planning, their manufacturing, their inventory, and their financials all on one system with MAS 500.
We established a team that did a USA project, which is simply understand, simplify, and then act. Practical actually came in and reviewed the USA project.
One of the requirements was to try to run MAS 500 pure vanilla straight out of the box. It was one of the requirements placed on them by their parent organization.
We thought that the implementation would be a very long, onerous, painful experience.
We've heard all the horror stories about implementations in the past, and we had a lot of data that we had to get out of our old system.
Practical offered us the expertise to bring the whole package together in the timeline that we wanted.
The team that came in was very strong, and they actually helped us meet all our timetables that we established.
We met our go-live date. After the first month of doing dual business software management, we felt confident enough to stop doing the dual books. Remarkably, it was quite painless.
The success of any implementation is tied to the partnership developed between the customer and value-added reseller. And what we both bring to the table is a knowledge about our products and the process of actually putting in a software system, and the knowledge of their business and how they want the product to work for them, not them work for the product. And together we can sit across the table and come up with a plan and a strategy to put the system in effectively. And that's really what has helped Impulse, working with Practical Software, to roll this product out for them. We ran the product for about 6 months before we even addressed any customizations whatsoever. Outside of time clocks, they were running MAS 500 pretty much out of the box.
MAS 500 has been very important for us because it has enabled us to identify our costs and have more detailed information.
Sage MAS 500 is hungry for information. Put a lot of information into it, but you can also get a lot of information out of it.
So when you want to find some information, you go onto the system, you pull it down, everyone's looking at the same data.
Would I recommend MAS 500 to another company? I would say absolutely yes.
I think the customer experience with both Practical Software Solutions and MAS 500 has been very positive.
It's kind of like having a part of your family, so you can pick up the phone and call at any time, anywhere, and if they don't have a solution, they will find one and get back to you as soon as possible.
The bond between the two organizations has been very solid, and we've worked really well together. And the product was an excellent fit just right out of the box.
Experience with Sage MAS 500 and Practical Software Solutions combined, it's been really a rewarding experience. It's my first implementation I've ever been through. We had a really successful implementation.
We're here to solve business problems. We're not here to just peddle a product on them. So when they can describe their problems and we can see a need and a fit with the product of MAS 500 from Sage, it's a fantastic opportunity for us to come together as one team to make that happen.
I would most definitely recommend Practical Software Solutions as a value-added reseller. They are very knowledgeable about the product. They have a really great team, and so far everything's been great.